There's a shift that happens when you don't do it for yourself anymore, but you do it for them. Duty. No matter your mood, no matter the circumstance, you show up for them. When you are scared to show up, you face those fears for them. By healing them, you heal yourself. Your dedication is serving your people, and as your good aligns with the world's good, you are helped and supported. When selfishness turns to selflessness, you get what you want as you don't need it anymore. Great selfish force turns to actions for somebody else's sake, turns to flow and joy of service. When own energies wane, a new surge of energy carries you to the next day. The greater good is the only good. In such alignment, the world helps you get what you want, because it is what the world wants. The people you serve will help you as you help them. Selfless service is performed in a selfless state. You disappear into the work, and the work flows effortlessly from your being. Selfless work is potent and emanates the state the artist is in when creating the work. The path is from selfish to selfless, dissolving the I into the work. That is how your real work heals you. It sheds the past with each creation. That is how your work heals others, because it points to the truth, love, God. Who you are is your gift. That gift is God-given and inherent in your soul. Your task is to uncover that gift and share it with the world. You are your path. You are your task. You are your destiny. By walking your path, you return to yourself. When all shadows fall and you stand in your soul, you are life itself. I would love to introduce you to a hero of mine, John Coltrane. Little John lost his father very young and grew up in a time where his skin color and impoverished upbringing restricted the free natural unfoldment of his beautiful little soul. He found music, or rather, music found him. His saving grace, his only love. In all of his free time, he practiced the saxophone. Day and night he played, and that dedication led him to play with jazz bands around America. He wasn't exceptional, but he practiced every waking hour. He didn't have his own sound. He imitated his heroes. Soon, he played on stage, backing his heroes. His life started to reflect his hard work. By his own hands, he now played and recorded with the greats. But he himself was not a star, not a legend, not a hero, but a heroin addict. His life started falling apart. It wasn't until he surrendered his gift to God that Coltrane became the beacon of jazz. I recently read his biography, and I noted down a couple of his takeaways. I want to share them with you here. Number 1, the spiritual path of art. Coltrane surrendered his struggle with heroin and his music to God. His spiritual awakening led him to live a life of service. He now existed to make people happy through music. I directly attribute his purity of performance, what I call his transmission, to his surrender. He became a vessel for the greater good. His personal identity melts in the face of God, and that purity is captured in the recording. His music puts tears in my eyes. I will link one of my favorite recordings of his in the show notes. Just listen. He puts me in meditation instantly. The purity of his performance is divine. He is no more when he plays. He is the music, and the music carries him. And so when you listen, you are no more. The music carries you. There is just God. And then a contemplation of mine. Why is jazz so divinely beautiful? Because there are no multiple players. Jazz is one. My second contemplation or realization upon reading his biography is the carving of one's place in art. A box is a beautiful frame until it becomes my prison. Mastery requires demolition, undoing, and liberation. Masters fly like birds, and so I, too, must let go and fly. Coltrane received great resistance upon innovating music, and by that I mean finding and establishing his sound. Some critics said when he started playing his own way that it sounds like a dog crying, that it was unbearable to listen to. So first it was messy, then it turned to divine. He followed his instincts throughout. This is a quote from John Coltrane himself. If I was going to put anything on record, then it ought to be me. Number 3. My third takeaway, the road to mastery. Private art and public art are two different worlds. And by that I mean private art you perform in your bedroom, or Coltrane when he played for small audiences around America, but then public art when he went on a world stage to perform with the greats. That's quite a different story. Private art is comfortable growth at one's own pace, while public art is compressed and pressured growth, leading to leaps in artistic development if not abandoned by facing pain publicly. Mastery is establishing one's own voice through one's chain of art, in other words, one's portfolio, and by that carving one's place in the history of art. And I contemplated upon who am I as an artist? Who am I? What represents me as an artist anyway? Well, you are your portfolio of work. An artist is simply their portfolio of work. Media compounds and is a leveraged flywheel. Media, every song you put out, every post you put out, every podcast episode. Media compounds and is a leveraged flywheel. Put all your art on the internet. The internet is magical, removes all middlemen, and distribution is at your fingertips. I will write more on my contemplations on this subject in further episodes. Now back to Coltrane. By his own hands, he became excellent at playing the saxophone. After he surrendered to God, he became a master. I will add a recent diary post of mine here so you feel mastery from a non-dual perspective. Hard work is required to gain the skills. A master then unlearns everything to become a child again. He learns to surrender to the divine. He learns to be life, not force it, but to let it unfold through him. He learns to trust in life and knows he's a mere fool, a mere tool of creation. He obeys and respects the art that comes through. He sees the brilliance of the art and recognizes that he is a mere fool and the work is untouched by him. Hence, the art captures divinity he could never create alone. Great effort turns to non-effort for the master who has walked the long road that ends in God. He dissolves into his work and smiles when the world cherishes his art. It is not his art, it's the world's. He quietly communes and serves. He became an artist by his own hands. Then, at the edge of mastery, he let go and let God do the rest. And so each day, I give my gift, my soul to God, as it's his soul and I'm his song. This is the prayer that I recite each morning. I made it up for myself. Feel free to use it for yourself. And my public diary is linked below in the show notes. All of these podcast episodes are basically diary entries that I type. All of my realizations of the week. And then I perform a little song. That is my practice, my personal curriculum. Whatever I realize in meditation or creating art, I capture in this podcast. with the song of the week, with my release of the week. So in my public diary link below or in the show notes, you can read along these episodes. So you have it all there. If you want to, use this little prayer for yourself, there you go. It's called Show Me the Way. Today I serve you, God. Show me the way. Today I am yours, God. Show me the way. Today I listen. Today I serve to bring the greatest joy to the world, the greatest joy that I can bring. Take my fate, work miracles through me, and show me the way. Today I don't walk alone to write my words on my own. Today I write my words for you. Today I don't walk alone to sing my songs on my own. Today I sing my songs for you. And you would obviously fill it in with your creative pursuit, right? So each of us serves in an interconnected web, everyone at the right place and time, and each service adding to the one great ripple of love. Your ripple indistinguishable from the one wave of change and progress. Individual work melting into the one great piece of art called love or God. Many hands into one, the one selfless work of each soul. No one can take me from my destiny as I am my destiny. No one can take me from my part as I am my part. Uncover your soul to uncover your part. It is you that you are looking for. Who are you as an artist? What is the unique part you bring to the world? Then give your God-given gift back to God. Your gift is inherent in your soul. You are made to explore your gift and bring it to the world. No one else will bring that gift. Will you rob us of that gift? Your destiny is not yours. It is the world's as much as it is yours. It is your duty to uncover who you are, and that natural soul expression will delight the world and heal you as you shed the past to become your little soul again. As you heal the world. Your authentic soul expression will free you from your accumulated crust of past. Your pain is shed with each work of art, with each expression of soul. Your destiny is the destiny that belongs to the world. It is not yours. You living your destiny is the gift of individual experience, and by walking it you become the road and disappear back to love, back to your soul and back to God. Your real work is the death of you, a birth cloaked as death. It's sweet to die alive. My work burns me. It burns away my past. And that is each podcast episode to me. My journey of unbecoming. My journey of remembering who I am. I am honored to do my work in the world. Best friends, conversations. I'm a popular loner in a picture book. Vivid visions of my golden era, my repertoire of self. We're old, you're not the love of my life. You're the love of my soul, the inevitable. I'll carry my own cross. You're not my doormat of love. I never asked you for a promise. I see it in your eyes. They're mine. You're not the love of my life. You're the love of my soul, the inevitable. God sends me an angel, and though it took time, I was patient. Two branches of the same tree, two sides of the same coin, two eyes of the same God. Now I learn to love an angel. of my